Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're tackling an important topic that many athletes and fitness enthusiasts overlook: the dangers of cutting calories too quickly. In this video, we'll break down the science behind extreme calorie cutting, its hidden dangers, and what athletes can do to maintain peak performance while losing weight the right way. Let's get started. 1. The urge to cut calories for performance. Athletes and fitness enthusiasts often seek to optimize their physique and performance through strategic dieting. Cutting calories is a common approach to reducing body fat and improving endurance. However, in the race to achieve rapid results, many athletes make the critical mistake of drastically reducing their caloric intake without understanding the physiological consequences. When the body is suddenly deprived of energy, it triggers survival mechanisms that can lead to fatigue, muscle loss, hormonal imbalances, and even long-term metabolic damage. 2. The science behind calories and energy expenditure. Calories are the body's primary energy source, and every function, from basic survival to peak athletic performance, requires a steady supply of energy. When food is consumed, the body breaks it down into usable nutrients, fueling everything from brain function to muscle contractions. Athletes, due to their higher activity levels, require significantly more energy than the average person to sustain their training, recover from intense workouts, and maintain lean muscle mass. A drastic reduction in caloric intake can disrupt this delicate balance, leading to metabolic slowdown and decreased energy availability. 3. Muscle loss, the unintended consequence of rapid caloric deficits. One of the most alarming consequences of cutting calories too quickly is muscle loss. Athletes spend months, if not years, building muscle mass through rigorous training, only to see it diminish rapidly when they severely restrict their calorie intake. When the body is in an extreme energy deficit, it looks for alternative sources of fuel, and unfortunately, muscle tissue is one of the first things to go. This is because the body perceives muscle as metabolically expensive, meaning it requires more energy to maintain compared to fat. 4. The impact of extreme calorie cutting on metabolism. Metabolism plays a crucial role in weight regulation and athletic performance. However, when calorie intake is severely restricted, the body adapts by slowing down metabolism, making fat loss progressively harder. The body adapts by slowing down metabolism, making fat loss progressively harder. This is known as adaptive thermogenesis, a survival mechanism designed to conserve energy during periods of scarcity. In simple terms, when you cut calories too drastically, your body fights back by burning fewer calories and becoming more efficient at storing fat. 5. Hormonal imbalances, the silent killer of performance. One of the most overlooked dangers of extreme calorie restriction is hormonal imbalance, which can drastically affect an athlete's performance, recovery, and overall well-being. When the body experiences a significant energy deficit, it prioritizes essential survival functions over athletic performance. This shift leads to disruptions in key hormones, including testosterone, estrogen, thyroid hormones, and cortisol. In men, rapid calorie reduction can lead to a significant drop in testosterone levels, resulting in reduced muscle mass, slower recovery, and lower energy levels. 6. The psychological effects of extreme dieting. Cutting calories too quickly doesn't just take a toll on the body. It can also have serious psychological effects. Many athletes who engage in extreme calorie restriction experience obsessive thoughts about food, anxiety over eating, and even disordered eating patterns. When the brain is deprived of energy, it triggers cravings for high-calorie foods, making it harder to stick to a restrictive diet. This often leads to binge eating episodes, where an athlete consumes excessive amounts of food, only to feel guilty and restrict calories even further. A vicious cycle that can severely damage mental health. Additionally, low-calorie intake affects serotonin and dopamine levels, neurotransmitters responsible for mood regulation. As a result, athletes who diet too aggressively may experience irritability, depression, and lack of motivation. 7. Nutrient deficiencies and their impact on performance. When athletes cut calories too aggressively, they often fail to meet their daily nutrient requirements, leading to deficiencies in essential vitamins and minerals. These deficiencies can have severe consequences for muscle function, energy levels, and overall health. One of the most common deficiencies in low-calorie diets is iron deficiency, which can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and decreased oxygen delivery to muscles. all of which severely impact endurance and performance. Calcium and vitamin D deficiencies are also prevalent, increasing the risk of stress fractures and weakened bones, especially in endurance athletes. Additionally, low carbohydrate intake results in glycogen depletion, meaning muscles have less stored energy to fuel workouts. 8. Increased risk of injury and longer recovery times. One of the most dangerous consequences of rapid calorie cutting is the increased risk of injuries and prolonged recovery times. When the body doesn't receive enough fuel, it struggles to repair muscle tissue and recover from intense workouts. Over time, this leads to weakened muscles, joint pain, and a higher likelihood of strains, sprains, and fractures. Additionally, a low-calorie diet can compromise the immune system, making athletes more susceptible to illnesses, infections, and prolonged recovery from minor injuries. Studies have shown that athletes in extreme calorie deficits experience higher levels of muscle breakdown and lower production of collagen, a key protein for joint and tendon health. 9. Smarter ways to cut calories without compromising performance. Instead of resorting to extreme calorie restriction, athletes should focus on gradual and sustainable fat loss methods that preserve muscle mass and performance. The ideal approach is to create a slight calorie deficit, 300-500 calories per day, rather than extreme cuts that shock the body. This allows for steady fat loss while maintaining energy levels. Macronutrient balance is key. Athletes should ensure they are consuming enough protein, 1.6-2.2 g per kilogram of body weight, to prevent muscle loss, complex carbohydrates for energy, and healthy fats for hormonal balance. 10. Conclusion: the importance of sustainable nutrition. In the pursuit of peak performance and an ideal physique, many athletes fall into the trap of cutting calories too quickly, unaware of the hidden dangers that come with it. From muscle loss and metabolic slowdown to hormonal imbalances and psychological stress, the risks far outweigh the benefits of extreme dieting. Instead of focusing on rapid weight loss, athletes should prioritize long-term health, performance, and sustainable nutrition strategies. The key is finding the right balance, fueling the body adequately while making small, consistent adjustments to achieve fat loss without harming overall well-being. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell for more content on fitness, nutrition, and peak performance. Until next time, stay strong, stay fueled, and train smart.